guys, X-Fox here, and this is going to be my guide on how to beat Morokei. Don't know if I'm saying his name right, but this is a really powerful mage. He actually uses one of the masks, or has one of the masks that you need to get for sort of the end, I guess, mask quest. But anyway, you get this quest, or you get sent to do this quest by doing the mage quest in the wizard school. So there, basically, you're going to get the actual quest to do. And then after you do all those quests in Winterhold, eventually you're going to end up here. And again, this is going to be the last quest you need to do. And of course, you're going to get one of those special masks here, one of the I think 10 you get. So here I'm level, I think I'm level 23 when I'm here. And one of my problems is this guy can basically 2-hit me, 3-hit me all day long. I didn't have a lot of arrows, as you can see. I only had about 8. And they weren't going to do really any damage to this guy. My guy is not a arrow user. I'm just a standard heavy armor wearing two-handed guy smasher. So you can see, I mean, I'm trying to hit him, but this just ain't going to work, you know. So I'm trying to figure out a way here that I can really trick this guy, because I can't run up to him because he's just going to smash me down. But I'm going to try and get up closer to him. You can see, look at that. He almost got me at half my life. I do have the companion with me. Her name is Ave the Huntress, I think it's called. And you can get her doing the companion quest in Winterrun. And you just got to join the companions. And then basically after you go through all the quests there, you can actually finally do it. So here, I'm just going to try and get him to go in this back room, which he sort of did by himself. So what I want to do here is basically just try to see where he's going. And it looks like he just keeps casting himself, or keeps going further and further back in these caves here. I'm going to try and run up as far as I can. And I always want to land power blows on this guy because it'll make him at least stagger a little bit. So here I'm trying to wait for my stamina to go up a little bit here. I'm going to go in, try and hit him with one of those as hard as I can. I can see I'm getting super low, and so here I'm getting a little scared because I think he's going to cast the spark on me, but he doesn't. So luckily I got away right there. And this is sort of the technique that I'm going to use to kill this guy. So this would work great if you're a mage, if you're a hunter, whatever. You can just get him to go into that back room, which he does sort of by default. The 2 or 3 times that I played this guy, he actually did this same thing. He kept going in that back room, but unfortunately I would just run in there, timing it completely wrong. So here I popped a bunch of potions. I kept healing, just sitting here. You can see he's in that back room there. I have my hunters casting, or hitting him with a bunch of arrows. And what I'm trying to do is wait for him to cast that first spark, because that first spark, I know, that first spark, he has to have a little bit of a cooldown time. So I know he's going to cast it here in a second. And when he does, I'm going to run in there with my elven dwarven hammer here. So he just casted it. I'm going to run in there, land a pretty heavy blow on him. You can see he staggers a little bit. Hit him again with another strong blow. Miss on that one, and now again I'm getting scared. I got to get out of here. Perfect. I went around the corner before he could go ahead and cast it again on me. So here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to sit here and spam my heal, and he can't get me here. And at least my Huntress here is at least doing some damage to him, and at least drawing some of his fire. And that's exactly what I want her to do. I want her to be able to take some of the punishment, and then draw his first initial bolt out, and then you can run in there and do some quick damage, or at least get the heads up on him. And you can see she's back there resting, or whatever you want to call it, gaining her strength back. So here we go. She's gonna go in, or she's gonna sit here and do some stuff. He casted his first electric strike there. I should have ran in, but I wasn't comfortable with my life. So here I wanted to get a little bit fuller on life. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to my Elven Warhammer here. I wanted to see if I could cast this Rose and cast a Dramura in there, or whatever you call it, but didn't have any left. So here, I'm going to wait for him to spark, and I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process here. So here I'm just waiting. I think I took a look back, and my guy was, Ave the Huntress was still sitting on the ground. She's back, so I know he's going to cast it any second. There it is, so I'm going to go ahead and run in. And it looks like he's sort of retreating back to this other room here. was able to land a few blows on him, and I was getting scared, but luckily, perfect. I was able to run back around the corner and use the same technique. You know, this boss is definitely difficult. You know, I think it's one of the more difficult bosses that I've fought. Definitely, actually, any of the bosses that you get the masks from, the Morokei mask is eventually what you actually get from this guy, and his staff. So anytime I fight those guys, they're always, always difficult. So this guy especially, I mean, he, I think when I first fought the first one, the Ezekiel guy, he basically, or Naharkin, he was at least already half down on health. This guy has full health, and he just beat my guy down. So here I'm going to repeat the process. I'm going to go ahead and heal up or get to a comfortable health range. And once I'm at a comfortable health range, I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process of wait for him to spark, run in, do that damaging blow, and I think this is my last thing here when I get him. So wait for him to spark. See if my Huntress is going to draw some of his fire here. Here she goes. So I'm going to run in. I'm going to try and hit him. I luckily missed that blow right there, but I think I got him. So here I'm just going to say do or die, and let's just try to beat this guy down. So here land some, you know, lasting final blows on this guy, and perfect. I was able to beat him. So pick up the mask from him. This is where you actually get the mask. You can see it right there. Just going to pick it up, the Morokei mask. So yeah, that's how I was able to beat him, as well as the staff. And there it is, the Morokei mask. So hopefully this gave you guys a good idea on how I was able to beat it. Again, it's a very difficult boss. I'm always curious on how you guys were able to do it. So definitely leave some comments and let me know how you did it. Go ahead and subscribe and check out all my other Skyrim videos.